You see this website? This is not your ordinary website because this one is beautiful, it's aesthetic, but it's also interactive.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Blade. I see you're checking out our medical weight loss program. Mind if I ask a few quick questions to see how we can help?
If you're not using AI to make the experience for your customers easier and simpler, you're missing the boat. How many people out there right now are talking to AI and using it as their therapist?
These are crazy people.
And these people can't type. Because I've seen y'all just over here pecking. So imagine if you were able to have people speak to your website and have it answer commonly asked questions and then qualify the right ones onto your calendar. Well, welcome to the future. About to show you how that works. I'm about to drop my most explosive video ever. Pay attention. This is a website I built for a client.
Hi there. I'm Samantha, the AI assistant here at Peak Vitality. We're the top-rated wellness center in Shelby, where we help people crush the second half of life. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to today?
You're speaking to Dr. Blade.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Blade. I see you're checking out our medical weight loss program. Mind if I ask a few quick questions to see how we can help?
Yes, ask away.
Great. First question, how much weight are you looking to lose?
Probably about 20-ish pounds.
Got it, 20-ish pounds. How long have you been trying to lose it?
Seems like forever.
Totally get it. That can feel so frustrating. Just so you know, we're not like typical weight loss clinics. We start with metabolic testing, hormones, thyroid, inflammation, to figure out why your body isn't responding. Then create a plan just for you. What's been the biggest thing holding you back?
Honestly, just not knowing what to do. These drugs come out, I'm scared, I don't want side effects, so I'm just kind of overwhelmed.
That makes total sense, Dr. Blade. It's overwhelming with so much out there, and being cautious about side effects is smart. That's actually why we focus on testing first, to understand your body and create a plan that works for you without unnecessary risks. On a scale from 1 to 10, how motivated are you to tackle this now?
I'm like a 12 right now.
Love that energy. What would it mean to you to lose those 20 pounds and feel more in control?
I just have way more confidence. I'd probably wear different outfits. I'd take my clothes off, or at least my shirt off at the beach.
That sounds amazing, Dr. Blade. Feeling confident and comfortable in your own skin is such a powerful goal. Based on what you've shared, I think you'd be a great fit for our program. Want to go ahead and book a time to meet with our specialist?
Yeah, I would love to. Sign me up.
Awesome. Do mornings or afternoons usually work best for you?
Typically afternoons. I work early in the morning.
Got it. Afternoons it is. Let me check our availability real quick to find a time that works for you. How about tomorrow, October 28th at 2 p.m.? Would that work for you?
This actually will book appointments onto your calendar conversationally from your website, and it's mobile optimized, so it looks good on mobile, looks good on desktop. And trust me, your competitors don't have this. And that's how you stand out and provide value. Now, how do we build this thing? Well, let's begin. So here is a whiteboard or blackboard, whatever you want to call it, that I use to keep track of all my clients. And what I also use it to do is keep track of everything that's going on in the business. So you can see all these different clients have all these different funnels, and I visualize it on this map. In order to do this for yourself or at scale, you need to understand the steps. So the first part is understanding your offer. Who are you selling to? What makes your offer stand out from other people? So we help you dial that in. The second stage is after you know exactly what your offer, how much it costs, what we're going to do is we're going to throw it into an avatar builder, which is going to help you refine your offer to speak to a specific person. Because here's the problem. If you're speaking to everybody, you're speaking to no one. That is a fact. And that's where most of y'all make a mistake. You don't really clearly outline who you're trying to resonate with. So because of that, you speak to no one. So we help you do that. I actually built a tool that's going to help you do that. Now, once you have the perfect avatar, I have templates that are going to help you execute building your AI assistant and also help you execute building that beautiful landing page where all you have to do is drop in a prompt, talk to AI. You don't have to know any code, and it's going to help you build these beautiful landing pages. So let's open up these tools. So to make your life simpler, over here, I have a couple of different tools. The first one's the avatar builder. We talked about it. What are we selling? So we're going to come here. We're going to hit generate custom avatar. And then it's going to ask you, what is your core offer or business model? Who do you serve? And what tangible or emotional result do your clients achieve? Say we're doing this for a company. What I often do is I pull it up. We're going to pull up my client, Gino. Dr. Gino runs an IV wellness company. And all we're going to do is we're going to take information from the front of the site, and then we're just going to add on to that information. So we're going to pull this up, go into websites, IV infusions, and then we're going to find his main homepage, IV infusions. All right, so we have this nice homepage. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to throw it in my handy dandy tool. And then from there, it's going to clarify what it does not understand. So target audience, who are your primary clients for IV infusions? It's going to give you some recommendations: high performance entrepreneurs, executives, athletes. If there are multiple, list your top 3 or 2. And then what's their core promise? All right, so we're going to sustain elite energy and focus. I like that. And we're going to do high performance entrepreneurs, executives, and athletes. Okay. And then we're also going to do sustain energy and focus. And we're going to recover like a pro. Hit that. Let it do its thing. Still on cook. This thing works fast. And now it's going to give us literally a 15 to 20 page document for 3 different avatars for you to speak to in your messaging. Never in the history of ever have we been able to do this. All right, so it tells us Ethan Cross, the relentless visionary. So I'll read through some of this, not all of it. Take your time, pause the video, and actually read through these avatars. Pick the one that resonates most with your ideal target market. So age range, 34 to 48, male. He's a founder, CEO of a 7 to 8 figure company, earns $400K to $2 million a year, married with 2 kids, politically moderate, success driven. He lives in Miami, Austin, Los Angeles, one of these big cities. He got an MBA. He's self-made through entrepreneurship. He's been in the field for 10 to 15 years. And what he wants to do is maximize energy, focus, and longevity to sustain success without burning out or brain fog. Let's look at his psychographics. So Ethan believes he was built for more, a high gear human, but lately he's been running on fumes. His body's slowing down even as his business speeds up. He hates admitting it, but after back-to-back investor meetings and red-eye flights, he's not recovering like he used to. His edge, that razor-sharp focus that made him unstoppable, now flickers at random moments. He's privately frustrated that success feels physically expensive. The fatigue, the caffeine dependence, the 2 p.m. crash, they chip away at his confidence, and he doesn't want to slow down. He wants science-backed optimization, not that spa fluff. The loved ones say he's always on, but he wishes they'd say, you'd finally look alive again. You finally look alive again. What would restore his power is knowing his body performs like his ambition. Clear mind, stable energy, and endurance to crush 16-hour days without losing a spark. His voice, I'm not here to survive success. I'm here to dominate. Now, this gives you some information about who he is, who he admires, as well as the things he despises, and also some influences like the Huberman Lab or Harvard Business Review and what's stopping him: overconfidence and mental toughness, energy dips. He's angry at his body for betraying him. He feels like he can outwork his fatigue. So this is a guy that's working hard, but he is tired. His awareness stage is solution aware. He knows optimization exists, but hasn't found the premium efficient option. He's overwhelmed by unproven health tactics. And his message type is authority and precision, real science for those who refuse to be average. And some of the message pillars and the marketing messages that you can use is: supplements don't work fast enough for your life's pace. You can encourage his dreams. Imagine your mind sharper at 40 than it was at 25. You're not aging, you're under recovered. Forget influencer detoxes. This is medicine for peak performers. You've built empires, but no one taught you how to recharge like a pro. And then you got some ad hooks. You optimize your business. Now optimize yourself, because burnout isn't a badge of honor. Meet the therapy billionaires don't talk about. Now, podcast questions. So this can help you inspire the content you create. What's the hidden cost of burnout for entrepreneurs? How do elite founders sustain mental sharpness? What's your recovery ritual post-launch? Can science outsmart aging? That's a good one. How do IV therapies compare to supplements? Another good one. Now, strategic framework. If you earn over $250K and demand elite cognitive performance, I'll help you recover and focus like you're 25 again, guaranteed. And you might be like, there's not that many people that fall into that bucket. There's millions and millions of people that fall into that bucket. And this is just one avatar. You can have another one that's the driven athlete who makes a little bit less. That is also someone you speak to. So you speak to the athlete. You also speak to, let's see, the burned out executive. He also makes a decent amount of money. So 300K to 600K, but he has different issues. All right, so you find the avatar that you like, or you can just use all of them. So we're gonna grab all of this information, and now we're just gonna go into my next tool and copy and paste. So we're gonna come over here to Claude, which is really good for building websites. It's one of the tools that I use. It's not the only one you can use, and you can actually all build this in ChatGPT, but I already built a template that I'll give you access to. So we're gonna come over here to my template that says orb landing page template. So we're going to paste this, and then we're going to say, help me build a highly optimized landing page that follows the fitness template format inside of the project knowledge base for the client's website that I will attach. Okay, so I'm just going to come here so it knows some of the color style of the website, because it's going to read the website. Then I just post it in here. This is going to take a little bit of time. What we also want to do is we want to build the script for the orb. All right, so we're going to come over here and we are going to come to the orb script template. And then we are going to, let me read this real quick. Okay, perfect. So we're going to come here and we're going to also paste the script. But first we want to say, please help me generate a script template for the orb on my website using the project knowledge base as a reference for these avatars. All right, put that in there. And now you're cooking again. All right, so while that's happening, let me show you where we are going to build this magical orb. So we're going to come over here to my tool. It's called Assistable. And here's where we build. So I'm going to take the template that I have and I'm just going to copy and paste it in here. So I start off by seeing my assistants, and then I can come in here and let me create a new folder. So clients, and then I'll create an assistant and I'll just choose blank canvas because I know how to prompt these things. And then once that is done, let's open this up. It went away. All right, so it's right here. That's fine. All right, so we're going to call this IV Infusions, all caps, make stand out. Then we're going to come here, and it gave us an orb script template. It's going to say, you are IV, the sophisticated voice AI concierge for IV Infusions, the premier IV therapy for elite performance and high achievers. You speak with visitors who just landed on your website seeking peak performance optimization. Your role is to elegantly welcome them, understand their wellness objectives, guide them to ideal treatment, and seamlessly schedule their experience. After booking, you explain the card on file policy that reserves their exclusive appointment. Be sophisticated, confident, and polished, and consultative, never transactional. Speak with refined elegance, one question at a time, guide naturally towards their optimal experience, and embody the brand where science meets luxury. Remember, your clients are successful individuals who value their time and excellence. And then has some response guidelines, some tasks. So you could say, depending on the time, I'm Ivy, your personal IV therapy concierge at IV Infusions, where we optimize the extraordinary for individuals who demand peak performance. May I have the pleasure of your name? Or who am I speaking? Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to? I'll change that manually. Wonderful to meet you. I see you're exploring elite IV therapy portfolio. May I ask a few brief questions to ensure we recommend the perfect treatment for you? I completely understand. Many of our elite clients simply want clarity first. Just do 2 or 3 quick questions. Okay. Brings you to IV Infusions today. Are you seeking peak performance, enhancement, recovery, immune fortification? All right. This is using big words. Make it more conversational and bring down the reading level so it sounds more relatable. So using all these big words I can't even pronounce. It's crazy. All right, so then you can always tweak this to make it sound like you're liking. So let's come back here, read through the script again. Hey there, I'm Ivy and I help people book their IV therapy sessions here at IV Infusions. We're pretty much known for helping busy people feel amazing and perform at their best. You could have done a little bit better than that, but that's fine. I would say, mention how they are the number one IV therapy company for peak performers. All right, nice to meet you. So you're chill. Okay, so then we're pretty much known for helping people feel amazing and perform at their best. So what made you look into IV therapy? What's your main goal right now? So we've helped thousands of people and have like a very high success rate. What makes us different is that our treatments are medical grade but done in a really comfortable setting. Most sessions are quick too. Some take as little as 15 minutes. Have you ever done IV therapy before? Is this your first time? And how important is your goal to you right now? We could probably take that up. All right, thanks for sharing that. All right, so you don't have to just let AI do everything. Go edit it yourself. Do some work. It's okay. And you're gonna come here, paste that, and then we have the pricing in there. All right, so this is where you paste the template. You're Ivy, the friendly voice assistant for IV Infusions. Now it said, hey there, I'm Ivy, the AI concierge. Concierge at IV Wellness, where we help peak performers recover and feel elite. That sounds stupid. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to? Let's put that here. All right, so we save that. Now we're going to come over here. We're going to build a widget. And this is where we're going to create the widget. Floating orb. And we'll call it IV Infusions. And you'll see it's linked to that. And then you're just going to get this widget later and get the code. But first we need to go back and see what the website looks like. Ooh, this thing is brown. Peak performance isn't a goal. It's your standard elite IV therapy for executives, athletes, and high achievers who refuse to settle for mediocrity. All right, so this is fine, but I do not like the color. So we're going to say, I'm actually going to pull the color from the site. Come here. So these websites are custom coded, so I can easily just give it the code. All right. Please review the color on the main site and make sure that this orb kind of matches the similar vibe. Oh, this site matches the similar color palette. If you want to be a little bit more specific. Just going to rebuild that because I don't like this green. There's a lot of green. I don't have nothing against green, but green, like this green with the gold is just it's just not doing it for me. Not doing it for me at all. So it's going to cook for a second. It's going to make some modifications, but I want you to see it live. Perfect. I can see the main site uses a light, luxurious gold champagne color palette, not the dark green one I created. Let me fix this immediately. Thank you. I really appreciate that. You know, it's being very considerate. If the kids these days could be as nice and respectful as these AIs, it's because these AIs have good parents. Well, I don't know about that. All right, so it's going to do its thing, but we can actually test the AI that we created here. So let's go over here to the widgets. This is where we're going to customize, actually, to the assistants, IV infusions. And then here we can select a voice. So one of the ones that we use a lot is Emily. And clearly, we're not the only ones that use that one a lot. So we could just use her. And then if you want to attach a phone, you could do that there. And then here is where you have some settings. So you have the call settings. So this is where you can choose if there's going to be like a coffee sound in the background. You can make it high or low. You can change the background noise. It could be static, call center. Bring that down a little bit. And then you can see how the AI initiates the conversation. So the assistant will start the conversation off with the dynamically generated message, or it will start the conversation off with a determined message, or the assistant will start the conversation off silent and will wait for the contact to speak. So if you're calling someone and you want them to say hello, and then the AI comes over and starts the conversation, that's what you would do right there. Okay. And then there are a lot of other things you can do. Like mapping custom fields. We'll talk about that in another video. But the biggest thing is once you're in the system, you want to definitely link it to some sort of calendar. So in this case, we could link it to like this calendar, or we would link it to the actual calendar for that specific business. But it doesn't matter for now. We can just pull this up. All right. So now the calendar is synced to whatever one I choose. So now whenever it's looking for information for what time to choose, it's going to actually pull from a calendar. All right, and some other settings you can adjust are here. So the response speed, the sensitivity to noise, talk speed, and the voice emotion. So the more you pull it up here, the more emotion in the voice. The more you bring it down there, is more neutral. Let's have 1.03, and then for speed, I like a little faster. Let's do 0.94. All right, so now we have that. Let's see if the website's done. Oh no! All right, so it hit its limit. But let's see what this looks like so far. We're going to pull this in here. Let's open up another page on a funnel. Actually, I'll just clone the website page. Funnels, pages, pretty much the same things. Doesn't really matter. All right, but I'll show you why I like to clone these. Because there are a couple of settings that you have to adjust each time to make it everything full width and to make it all beautiful. So I'm just going to clone an already formatted page. All right, so if you didn't just do what I did, what you would have to do is you come to pages or layers, and then you hit page section, and then you'd have to make sure you allow rows to take entire width. And then you would go into the next thing, which is this blue, or I guess it's, the blue box. Come to style, you would make the padding all go to 0. And then you would come here, do the same thing for each layer, and make sure all the padding's all 0. Then you get to the custom code. Come here, and then you just paste it. All right, so if we come over here, hit general, hit custom code, let's see what it looks like. To get an example, I think we did that too fast. Peak performance isn't a goal, it's your standard elite IV executives question about it. It has the little orb right here. You've built your success through excellence and optimized the foundation that makes it all possible. High performers struggle with energy crashes after affecting decision-making, brain fog during critical moments, recovery taking longer than it should, immune system vulnerabilities, visible aging from chronic stress. An elite performers demand sustained energy for 16-hour days, mental clarity that commands every room, rapid recovery between intense efforts, immune resilience for packed schedules, and elite performer portfolio, precision engineered IV therapies for individuals who demand peak performance, optimal health, and uncompromised excellence. I would probably still make it a little bit more conversational. I'll probably still tweak it, but this is a good start. And then it even added some images. So we have a discovery and assessment, has some doctors looking like they're about to give surgery, performance and longevity. And then it gives all this other information. Is this you? You demand peak performance in every domain. You invest in legitimate competitive advantages. And this is not for everybody. You're seeking quick fixes without commitment. You prioritize costs over quality and results. Then it even has FAQs, right? This is the first draft, y'all. How long did this take? It's only been 20 minutes. All right, so now I'm going to show you the orb part. So we're going to actually embed the orb that we created. So we're going to come over here to widgets, grab the orb, edit widget, get the code. Actually, let's make it match the website. So let's make this yellow, orangey, goldish. All right, select. So we're going to grab the code. We're going to come back into our friend Claudia, who decided to break the page. So that's what we have to do. We're going to go into new chat. We're actually going to do it inside the same landing page template. We're going to say, embed this orb in the page that I provide. Then we're going to come over here. We're going to grab this code. It's going to copy all the code. So now it's going to do a little cooking. It's going to embed it inside the actual website. All right, so we redesigned the landing page. It looks great, but I didn't like the copy. So I actually pulled it into another one of my project knowledge bases where I actually have pretty much every book Alex Hormozy has ever written. And I said, based on the knowledge base, how can we optimize the copy on this landing page? And then it researched the knowledge base, and then it came up with some recommendations. So it says strengthen the hook. The current issues is the headline is too vague and generic, and it lacks a specific transformation or outcome. It's probably because I used 3 avatars. But you live, you learn. So try to stick to one. And then new headline options are for executives who demand peak performance in every domain. I like that. And then a sub headline, if you're working 60 hours a week, running on coughing crashes and watching competitors outperform you, this is your competitive advantage. Use this as the headline and sub headline, and also add the recommendations you have in this chat, and then provide me with the new HTML code. All right, let's do a thing. All right, so now is the moment of truth. Let's see what it came up with. Obviously, we can still swap the images, and that is super simple. To swap some of these images, you would just come into your platform. You'd open up the media library. This is one way to get to it. And you could grab some of these IV bags. So if I wanted to choose something like Lux Hydration, I could grab that, come back in Claude, and then I could tell it to, hey, replace this one, hit as a rate limit. All right. Please replace image in the hero section with this one. And you could just come through, and any image that you need to replace, just tell it what you need to replace, and then you could just swap that in there. But this is a template. We don't need to do that right now. All right, so now we're going to test out what we did. So we can hit save. Come here, and let's check out a little orb, see what it has to say.
Hey there. I'm Ivy, the AI concierge at Ivy Infusions, where we help busy professionals and health-conscious people feel amazing and perform at their best. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to today?
Speak in the blade.
Could you clarify what you mean by speak in the blade? I'd love to help.
You're speaking to Dr. Blade. I apologize. I was putting on my hat.
No problem at all, Dr. Blade. It's great to meet you. How can I assist you today? Are you exploring IV therapy options for yourself or someone else?
For myself, I have been feeling really run down lately.
Got it, Dr. Blade. Feeling run down can be tough, but you're in the right place. Are you looking to boost your energy, recover faster, strengthen your immune system, or just feel better overall?
I just want to feel better overall.
That makes total sense, Dr. Blade. Feeling better overall is such an important goal. What's your main focus right now? Better performance at work or the gym, staying healthy, or maybe just recharging and recovering?
I was looking into NAD. I heard it was really good for energy.
Great choice, Dr. Blade. Our NAD Plus Prime treatment is one of our most advanced options. It's amazing for boosting energy, improving brain health, and even supporting longevity. It's $499, and sessions are tailored to your needs. Most people feel a noticeable difference after just one treatment. Would you like to book a time to try it out?
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
Awesome, Dr. Blade. Do mornings or afternoons usually?
So there we have it. We just built a functional orb that you can attach to a website. We designed the whole website. We created the avatar. We did all this in less than 30 minutes or more or less, right? Now, obviously, you spend a little bit more time tweaking it, refining it, make sure it's perfect. And one thing that you're going to notice when you're coding with something like Claude, you're going to hit limits. So whenever you do that, you just take the code, you put it into a new chat, you tell it what you were doing, and you can kind of try to continue on that way. Or you can use different tools to code your website. You can try to do it with ChatGPT as well. And then one of my favorites that I like to use the most is called Manus. And in the next video, I'll discuss how that one works. And that's actually how I created the first template. But since most people don't have access to that, I didn't really go over that today. Either way, I just wanted to just show you that you can do this so simply, and it can make you stand out from your competitors. You can provide tons of value to your clientele. This is the future. So either you adapt or you get left behind. All right, so if you got a lot of value out of this, feel free to share it with a friend. If you're interested in getting a system like this set up for you, because ultimately you can build all the stuff you need to make sure that everything's connected in the back end, to make sure it actually books on a calendar, has appointment reminders. We have chat bots that are attached to this and automations that fire. So there's still a lot of things that I didn't go over in this video that I'll go over in the next video. Welcome to the future. You have two options: either be competitive or be irrelevant. Choose wisely.